Hey YouTube, got another video review for you today. This one's from a company by the name of SURECALL. You can check out their website. It's surecall.com, and the name of the product is a Fusion2Go 3.0, and it's a cell signal booster. So if you've got a lot of drop calls where you're at and kind of live out in the country or away from a tower, and you're talking on the phone and you always of getting that annoying drop call, you definitely want to watch this video because it does help tremendously. I live about 15 minutes out of town, and where I'm at, I get horrible cell signal at my house. And so I ended up getting the SURECALL Fusion for Home cell phone booster. And I tell you, it has made a big difference in my life because before, I was not able to watch any kind of YouTube videos. It was very annoying. And I tried to get on Facebook, and then Facebook, it would come up, but I wouldn't be able to scroll because it just wouldn't load fast enough. So I thought, well, I've got one for the house and it works amazing, so let's get one for the truck. And so that's what I did. And so you definitely want to check this out. I just want to do a run through in this video of what all it comes with and kind of show you what all you're going to have to do to hook it up. It is literally a 5-minute installation. Anyone can hook this up. Anyone. I don't care, how old you are or how young you are. You can hook this up. It is foolproof, I promise. We'll go ahead and start off with the amplifier. This is the SURECALL Fusion2Go amp. And the first thing you notice when you pick it up is it's heavy. It's got some weight to it. You can tell it's not no cheap made product that's made out of plastic. This is an actual product that's made out of metal. And it's got metal connectors. And it's got the nice LED lights, and it's just a nice piece. Second, it comes with a 12-volt DC cigarette lighter plug and plenty of cable to run it. And right here on top, it has a on and off switch, and it has a nice little LED light right there that lets you know when it's got power to it. Now for me, I won't have to turn mine on and off because my new truck has it's set from the factory where whenever you turn the ignition on, the power goes from the cigarette lighter to whatever you have plugged into it, and then when you turn the ignition off, it turns it off. So it's a good thing for this kind of product. It's a bad thing if you want to leave your phone in the truck to charge. So anyways, that's how that works. As far as the outside antenna, it comes with 10 foot of cable, and it's got a nice metal connector, and this is like a little 3-inch magnetic antenna, and it's got this nice coating here on the bottom so it don't scratch your paint. It feels really soft, maybe like it's a silicone or maybe a rubber. I'm not real sure, but it doesn't feel like that it would harm your paint in any way. But it does have a strong magnet on the inside behind that cover. And when I say strong magnet, you're not going to have the wind blow this off going down the road. I can just tell you that. But it's also strong enough or weak enough where you can just reach up there and pull it off the roof so you can go through a car wash, Like I said, there's 10 foot of cable. You've got plenty of options. When you do mount the little antenna here, you want to mount it to the back of the vehicle so you don't get any interference from the interior antenna. You just want to kind of keep them separated as far as you can apart. That way they work the best. And so here is the inside. It's a little bitty panel type antenna, and it has adhesive on the back, and it's Velcro. So what you do is you find a spot that you want to stick this at as close to where you're going to be using the cell phone, and you just pull this little back off the adhesive right here, and you stick it on there, and then you can pull it on and off with the Velcro. But this just plugs in to the unit. And it's got, like I said, 10 feet of cable for this one as well, and a nice metal connector. So this is the interior. It plugs into the inside connection right there, just screws on. And then this outdoor antenna, the little magnetic one, it just screws on right here where it says outside. And like I said, you put that one towards the back of the vehicle, because this one here is going to go towards the front. They also provide you with a little clip that clips on your vent in your air conditioning and heat vents, so you can stick your little antenna, your inside antenna on it if you want. And the cool thing about this kit is you don't have to have no kind of cradle to put your phone in. So, you know, that is a major benefit. You don't always have to have the phone in a cradle while you're going down the road in order for it to work. But keep in mind, you want to keep this inside panel within 2 to 3 feet of you, just so you get the best results. Now, I will tell you what I did, and I opted to get this antenna as well, and I'll explain why. This is I'll zoom in on it. It's the SC-120W. This is the omnidirectional antenna that screws in, that kind of takes the place of this antenna. If you have a bigger vehicle, this one might work a little better. I just got this one just to test it out. But one other reason why I got it was in case, let's say I go camping and, you know, I've got bad service where I'm at, I can always leave this outdoor antenna on top of my vehicle, or place it somewhere higher if you need to. You can always just set it somewhere, because I will say that if you don't have a metal roof to put this antenna on, you can always use this little adhesive pad that they send with it. You know, if you've got like a piece of fiberglass, like on a bed cover or something, you wanted to put it on, you could do that. But what I'm saying is, you could just take this antenna here, set it, you know, somewhere up higher, or leave it on the top of your truck or whatever, and then put this antenna on, and you could have service outside of your vehicle. You could always just set this little amplifier just outside the vehicle, close to your campsite, because there's plenty enough room. I mean, there's 10 feet of cable there, 10 feet of cable there, and then, you know, this is a wireless device, so it's going to broadcast a few feet. So that'd be pretty cool to take camping with you if you're a big camper. Now, I just wanted to run through a few things about this product. It does come with a 3-year warranty, which is really, really cool, and a 60-day money-back guarantee. So if you get it, you don't like it, or, you know, just whatever reason, you can just bring it back. And as far as the strength of it, I don't think you'll find one that has any more gain than this particular unit, because they are all regulated by the FCC, I believe it is, and so they can't make them over a certain strength. And so, you know, I don't think you'll go wrong with this one. Now, I will go ahead and tell you, I cheated. I went ahead and I hooked this thing up in my kitchen, and I know you're going to ask, well, how did this guy hook this thing up in his kitchen? All right, I'm going to pause the video. I'll come back and I'll show you. All right, guys, I'm back. What I did to test it out, because it's a real windy day outside today, and I wanted to just go ahead and play around with it here in the kitchen, because this is like the toughest spot in my house to be able to get any kind of cell phone service. And I have my home booster turned off, so this is an accurate test. And anyways, I just want to kind of show you without hooking it all up. Here is just a battery jump starter. You might have these laying around your house like I do, and I just took and plugged it in the little cigarette lighter port right there, and I just powered it up. And I took this little magnetic antenna, and I'll take you outside right here and I'll show you. I just mounted this thing right there on top of this little gazebo. It's got a metal roof on it, so I just stuck it up there and mounted it and I took and mounted this little omnidirectional antenna, and I'll tell you, it really works. I mean, it works just as good as the home booster. And like I said, my service in here in the kitchen sucks. Sometimes I might be able to get on for a split second, but then the page won't finish loading. So it's so aggravating. But anyways, I'm going to run in here and I'm going to show you what kind of service that I had prior to the booster. And then I'm going to show you what kind of service and signal that I'm getting after installing the booster just here in my kitchen. Now in the next video, you'll see me install this in my truck and you'll actually see how it's meant to be hooked up. I'm just tinkering around because I just was so excited about getting this thing hooked up. I couldn't stand it. And like I said, it's so windy and today that we're expecting some storms, and so I just couldn't wait. So I just had to test it out and hook it up right here in the kitchen. So bear with me and hold right on. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. What I want you to do is if you want to test this and just see how bad your cell phone signal is where you live, the best way to do this is not by looking at the bars that is on your phone, because your bars are not an accurate measurement. Because sometimes it says I'm getting 2 and 3 bars and my phone is slow and it won't do anything. So the best way to test your phone, and I have a Samsung Galaxy S8, and what you want to do is click on settings, then you scroll down to about phone, then you click on status, and then you click on SIM card status, and then it'll tell you the signal strength. And my signal strength was horrible. And I know you don't know what these numbers mean, and I'm fixing to explain that to you, but mine was between a 116 dB to 120 dB. And SURECALL has made it easy for you, and I've already got their little chart pulled up right here. And it tells you right here on the bottom, lower than 115 dBm is no signal, likely unable to make calls or transfer data. And that is exactly correct. You jump up to 100 to 115, weak signal strength, likely to cause drop calls and run into connectivity issues. Now guys, keep in mind, I'm right there between 116 and 120. So I am right here at the very bottom. 115 is no signal. So like I said, every once in a while I can pick up a little bit of something, but it won't load. It'll pick it up for a second and then it'll just drop it. So that's how those signals work sometimes. Sometimes they'll come in for a second and then they just drop. But anyways, after I hooked that booster up just in my kitchen, I'm right here. I'm right here between negative 76 and negative 90 dBm, and you can read it. It says good signal strength, reasonable call clarity, and data transfers. And where I was not able to get on YouTube or Facebook before, now I'm able to. So it makes a world of difference. Just wanted to show you a test there in my kitchen and just show you what a difference it makes. Now, if don't expect to have the world's worst signal and be down here in the 120 dB range and then hook this booster up and get up here in the 60s. I mean, you might for a split second, but I don't think that it's going to be that way the whole time. So, you know, be realistic. You can see I had no signal and now I've got good signal. So good signal is better than no signal. So guys, definitely check this out. I'll put a link in the description. And in my next video, you'll get to see this thing hooked up in my car, or sorry, my truck. And go to their website, guys. It's SURECALL.com, and they've got an instruction manual you can look at online, and you get more familiar with it if you just want to read how everything is. You know, I like to do that prior to buying products, because, you know, sometimes in the reviews, things are not as easy to hook up as what they seem once you get them. But this one is so simple. I'm not even joking. It's a 5-minute installation and you're done. So, all right, talk to you guys later. Please like and subscribe to my channel, guys.